There's an apartment in downtown Portland that's been rented 47 times in the last 6 years. The landlord stopped asking why tenants break their lease after the third one whispered the same thing before running out. She won't stop knocking. What they don't tell you is, nobody lives in the apartment next door. My name is Marcus and I moved into apartment 3B on September 14th, 2023. The rent was almost too good to be true. $1,500 a month in a building where similar units went for at least $3,000. The landlord, an older man named Gerald, barely looked at my application before handing me the keys. His hands shook when he gave them to me. I should have noticed that. The first week was perfect. The apartment was newly renovated, hardwood floors, exposed brick, huge windows overlooking the city. My friends were jealous. My mom kept asking what the catch was. I'd laugh and tell her there wasn't one. I was wrong. It started on the 8th night. I was watching TV around 11 when I heard it. 3 knocks on my door. Firm, deliberate, evenly spaced. Knock, knock, knock. I got up, looked through the peephole, saw nothing. Figured it was kids playing pranks. I went back to the couch. 10 minutes later, 3 more knocks. Same rhythm. Same intensity. I yanked the door open this time, ready to confront whoever was messing with me. The hallway was empty. Completely empty. The fluorescent lights buzzed overhead, casting that sickly yellow glow on the faded carpet. Every door was closed. No sound of footsteps running away. Nothing. That's when I noticed apartment 3A, right next to mine. The door looked different from the others. The paint was older, peeling at the edges. There was no number on it, just the faint outline where brass numbers used to be. I'd never seen anyone come or go from that apartment. Never heard a sound from the other side of our shared wall. I knocked on it, don't ask me why, something compelled me to. My knuckles hit the wood 3 times. Knock, knock, knock. The sound seemed to echo, like the apartment behind that door was completely hollow. No answer. I went back inside, locked my door, tried to forget about it. But here's the thing about trying to forget something. The harder you try, the more it consumes you. I couldn't stop thinking about that door, about the knocking, about the silence that followed. The next night, the knocking came at exactly 11 p.m. again. 3 knocks. I ignored it. Turned up the TV volume, but then it came again at 11:10 and 11:20. Every 10 minutes, 3 knocks. Always the same. Always nothing in the hallway when I looked. On the 3rd night, I decided to record it. I set up my phone by the door, hit record, and waited. 11 p.m. came. The knocks started clear as day on the recording. I reviewed the footage immediately. You could hear the knocks perfectly, but here's what made my blood run cold. On the video, you could see my apartment door from the inside. And when the knocking sound happened, the door didn't move. Not even slightly. The sound was there, crystal clear, but nothing was actually hitting my door. The knocks were coming from somewhere else, from inside the walls. That's when I made my first mistake. I knocked back.
I knocked back 3 times. Into the wall I shared with apartment 3A, and for the first time in 3 days, the knocking stopped. The silence that followed wasn't relief. It was the kind of silence that comes right before something terrible happens. Because whatever was in that wall heard me. That night, I didn't sleep. I sat on my couch, staring at the shared wall, waiting. The apartment was dead quiet. No knocking. No sounds from neighbors above or below. Just my breathing and the occasional hum of the refrigerator. But I felt it, that crawling sensation on the back of your neck when you know you're being watched. At 3:17 a.m., my phone rang. Unknown number. I almost didn't answer, but something made me pick up. Static, just static. Then underneath it, I heard breathing. Slow, labored, wet breathing, like someone struggling to pull air through water. I hung up immediately. The phone rang again, same number. I let it go to voicemail. In the morning, I checked it. The voicemail was just static and breathing, but right at the end, a whisper. So faint I had to replay it 7 times to make out the words. Why did you knock? I called the landlord. Gerald didn't pick up. I left 3 messages. He never called back. That day, I went to the building's main office. The woman at the desk, Rita, was friendly enough until I mentioned apartment 3A. Her smile vanished. She told me there was no apartment 3A, said the building went from 2C straight to 3B, insisted I was mistaken. But I'd seen that door, I'd touched it, I'd knocked on it. I showed her my lease, apartment 3B. She pulled up the building floor plans on her computer and turned the screen toward me. According to the blueprint, there was only empty space where 3A should be, a gap in the architecture. She said sometimes old buildings have dead spaces, sealed off areas that aren't apartments. Her explanation made sense, but it didn't explain the door. It didn't explain the knocking. When I got back to my floor, I stood in front of that door again. 3A, I could see it clearly, the peeling paint, the missing numbers. I reached out and touched it. The wood was ice cold. In the middle of September, I pressed my ear against it. That's when I heard her, a woman's voice, singing. So faint it was almost imperceptible, but it was there. An old lullaby, the kind your grandmother might have sung. The melody was off though, wrong notes in places, like whoever was singing had forgotten parts of it. I listened for maybe 30 seconds before the singing stopped abruptly. Then came the knocking, but this time it wasn't on my door. It was coming from inside 3A, frantic, desperate pounding, multiple fists hitting the door from the inside. Bang, 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 bang. Over and over, I stumbled backward, nearly fell. The pounding grew louder, more violent. Then I heard the voice again, no longer singing, screaming. "Let me out, please! Somebody let me out!" I ran. I didn't think. I just ran to my apartment, slammed the door through the deadbolt. The screaming continued for another minute. Then stopped. Silence again. That horrible, heavy silence. I was packing my stuff when I found it. Under the kitchen sink, behind the cleaning supplies, a small leather journal, water-damaged and old. The pages were brittle, the ink faded. It belonged to someone named Sarah Chen. The first entry was dated March 2019. The last entry made me want to vomit. If you're reading this, you live in 3B now. I lived here too. For 2 weeks, the knocking will get worse. Don't knock back. Don't talk to her. Don't let her know you can hear her. She's been in that wall since 1987 and she's looking for someone to take her place. Sarah's journal had 43 entries. I only needed to read 7 to understand the truth. The woman in the wall wasn't trying to get out. She was trying to pull someone in, and I'd already answered her. I'd already knocked back. The door to 3A was opening, and I had 72 hours before it opened wide enough. Sarah's last entry was dated March 28, 2019. She wrote it in shaky handwriting, some words barely legible. She'd researched the building's history. In 1987, a woman named Eleanor Voss lived in what was then apartment 3A. She vanished. The landlord sealed up her apartment, building a wall over the door. But Sarah found police reports. Neighbors mentioned knocking. When police entered, they found walls covered in tally marks and the words, "She won't let me leave." Sarah's journal detailed everything after she knocked back. The phone calls, the singing. By day 3, she saw Eleanor in reflections. By day 7, she heard footsteps in her apartment. The final entry, "She's in my closet now. I can see the door handle turning. I'm leaving this for whoever comes next. I'm sorry I knocked back." I read this at 11 p.m. on my 4th night. As I finished, my closet door creaked open. From inside, I heard that wet, labored breathing. I ran. The door to 3A was wide open. Inside was an impossible dark corridor. Eleanor stood there, flickering. "You knocked back," she whispered. "Take my place." I understood then. It was a trap, a cycle. "No," I said. She laughed. "You already agreed." I left everything, drove 40 miles and called the landlord, Gerald. He finally answered. "You lasted 4 days," he said. "That's longer than most." He knew. "The building's been there since 1923, he said. "Eleanor wasn't the first. She won't be the last. I'm sorry." That was 3 months ago. The knocking followed me every night at 11 p.m. 3 knocks. Getting louder. 2 nights ago, I found tally marks on my bedroom wall. Last night, my closet door was open when I woke up. Eleanor is patient. She's waiting. I haven't slept in what feels like weeks. I see her in every reflection. I tried everything. Salt. Priests, therapists. They don't hear the knocking, but I hear it. It's inside my head now.
It's my own heartbeat.
Last night, I didn't run when the closet door opened. I just watched it swing wide. From the darkness, I heard her whisper right beside my ear. It's time. She was right. I'm so tired. The only way to make it stop is to answer. My name is Marcus. I was the last tenant of apartment 3B. Tonight at 11 p.m, I will knock 3 times on my wall, and I will wait for someone to knock back. Thanks for watching Whisper of Dark. If this story sent chills down your spine, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We explore the darkest mysteries, unsolved crimes, and terrifying tales every week.